Okay, we're a little early, but I think I got everything set up early enough. Hello. Howdy, howdy. We are actually going to start out after the typical look into the Warhammer, look at pre-order stuff, all that good stuff that we normally do every beginning of stream. We're going to kit bash a little bit. I've come up with an idea, and it's for my Lich Guard. I want to use the shields, but I want to use the spears, so we might kit bash a little bit, see how that comes along. It might be the main guy gets a spear because I want to use the little sword things that they get. I want to use one of those for a Deathwatch character. So that's definitely gonna be something we do. First thing here, okay, that's on. We're early, so we're gonna stay on the starting soon screen for a bit. I said this wasn't gonna start till 1, of course, and I always start early. Let's see. Does anyone know? And no one knows. No one knows. I don't know when the how do you paint a Deathwing? I don't know, and neither does anyone else. I bet know when the Iron Warrior stuff's gonna get released. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Everything's trying to. I've got. It's funny. Everything's trying to fucking bleed me dry today. I was getting feed for the bulls, and my exhaust came apart on my truck, so now it's just loud, and I'm not about to let that continue to be like it is. So I've got to fix that. So I got parts for that. And got an oil change because when it gets lifted up to do an oil change, I know my mechanic, and he'll let me go up underneath the truck with him and look at stuff. And I got another thing that I need to tack weld on it, but that's not too bad of a problem. But it's like as soon as I got money set aside for shit, everything just like it's like a knife in a water balloon, just stabbing the shit out of the water balloon, trying to get more money out of me. But it's nothing that I've never fixed before, so I can easily handle it. just as long as I keep that money set aside for the 11th edition box, I'm all good. I am all good, that is for sure. That's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, filters, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn it down just a touch more. There we go. But yeah, how's... I figured this would also be a really nice stream for everyone who isn't American, because I'm streaming at like your guys' normal hours. It's not midnight for you guys. And yeah, I just figured, not only that, but we've done everything we need to today. The calf that went blind is still blind, but we think it's a possible infection. So hopefully we treat it and it comes out of the blindness. I really hope so. But that calf, I mean, he's doing good. He was I guess I should say she has had a full belly this morning, so she's finding her mom and making sure she's getting plenty of food. So that's the biggest concern with that kind of stuff. But yeah, how are y'all doing today? Oh. I guess Painted Deathwing's the only one here. I don't know, YouTube is a giant pain in the ass sometimes. I know I need to have a set schedule of streaming, but I really can't. Sadly, I really can't, just due to other shit. Oh, that's summer events. Okay. I don't think there's much crazy for the news. Shared on Discord. But you mean soldering? Oh, you're doing effects. You're alright, brother. You're alright. Let me pull up the pre-orders and everything. Up Eternal. It's really just the Eldari stuff that's still available for pre-order. Alright, there's all that. I'll open up the Discord. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty damn tired. At a table. I'm just always tired at this point. Yeah, brother, your soldering is a little over the board for me. I would not solder anything for Warhammer. But I do need to figure out which one of these Necron boys is gonna be this one. I need to figure out which Necron boy is gonna get the sword or the shield and spear look. He's gonna look dope. I have so much hope that it's gonna look good. Not only that, but little after a while here, we'll probably. So here's the plan for stream. We're gonna hang out, kit bash this mini, see how well he turns out. Maybe kit bash some more. Probably switch to Helldivers or something. And or if I know everything's working, maybe start the Skyrim playthrough that I have always said I was gonna do. Just because I've never played that much of Skyrim before, and the follower mod's hilarious. I'm gonna solder, motherfucker. 3D printed helmets and stuff. But to have exposed wiring hanging out the sides. Also, I did throw up some older minis that we painted up earlier onto the starting soon screen. I did get that put back. We need to start a poll. I totally forgot about that. We need to start the poll for the other half of the Xenos armies. So let's get them pulled up here. Leagues of Votann. Gene Stealer Colts. I have built my army. I will say I've got my army built. Yukari. Eldar. I hate that it just... I don't know if Yukari was always the same, but I know Eldar was just Eldar back in the day before it was Eldari. They just wanted to make it so it was fucking copyrightable. Okay, so that's done. I gotta remember to do that. Well, Nids got voted out. Orcs was the winner. I'm pretty sure Orcs was the winner. I posted about it, didn't I? And I do have another meme to work on tonight. Why are the comments not? It has a comment, but it won't show me. Oh. That's weird. YouTube's been doing that a lot lately. People will comment on stuff, and then it won't show me what the fuck the comment is. Yeah, it was Orcs. It was Orcs that won yesterday's vote. So Tyrannid out. Orcs were a part of yesterday. So there's 8 different Xenos races. So you get 4 yesterday, 4 today. And then tomorrow it will be a quick vote between the 2. And then tomorrow, obviously, we're building your guys' list. So... But why aren't the Orcs... The Orcs won yesterday's poll. So if you want to be Orcs, don't vote on this poll. That's all it is. That's yeah. Yesterday's poll and today's poll will go in tomorrow's poll for a little bit before we officially like start building, and it'll be whatever wins tomorrow. That is currently the plan. So we're still okay. We're not as early as we were. We'll be 5 minutes early-ish. So I'm about to. You know what? I'm leaving that Discord. Leave that server. I'm sick and tired of getting pinged every day. It's driving me up a fucking wall. Okay, so first things first. We have the Warhammer community new stuff. I mean, I don't think there's really anything new. This is the snow speeder, I call it. It's not actually a snow speeder, but it's got the gun on both sides. This is the old version of it, I believe. And it actually kind of shows something cool. And it will show... Oh, you have multiple loadouts for it. I thought it was just like a monofilament shooter. That looks like an actual gun. Plasma of some sort. Oh, and then you have a different loadout for this as well. And then it actually shows it, like, how you can pick it up and move it around. So it's supposed to be moved around. You can adjust which way it's supposed to face. I think it's two different vehicles, if you face it the front way or if you face it the back way. And I don't really know if it matters which way it's facing. I really don't. But that's really all it is. And they call it a revolutionary piece. They're terrible for that. That's such a terrible pun. Such a terrible pun. And they announced all of the open events for the summer. So Warhammer in Dallas, Birmingham. You know what's funny? That's probably closer than Dallas is to me. That's how big America is. Tacoma, Newport. No place is near me. No Las Vegas? Oh, I guess Las Vegas Open isn't necessarily. I guess it's not springtime, I should say. Las Vegas is pretty summertime. And then here is the pre-orders. What comes out next week? Does anything for 40K come out next week? I don't think anything does. Here's actually all the pre-orders. All that's left is the Eldari box. Huge surprise. And a bunch of AOS stuff. What else sold out? Obviously Red Corsairs. Eventually. Again, you were able to buy this for almost a week before they officially marked them as sold out. So I got a feeling that those Red Corsairs minis, with there only being a handful, it's not nearly as good. We'll check it out here in a minute. These sold out relatively quick. Faster than Huron Blackheart did, if I remember correctly. Then obviously you have the books that sold out. This one, the day it happened, because it says limited edition version. Huge surprise, they sold it out instantly. And then this one, howdy. Howdy everyone. The 26th, I thought it was the 28th. And then, cause I know the 22nd, I've got to reapply for monetization. The 28th is the drop for, the Red Corsair stuff. So the book will hopefully get shipped out the 29th, 30th. I'm sorry, this is February. There is no 29th or 30th. So hopefully the book will get shipped out early first week of March. What else is on the 28th? Oh, I thought it was Space Marine 2 was on the 28th. We will check it out. Cause it's not gonna be very high. All right, there's no update on the game apparently. Into February. So 26th, 28th. I mean, it's in that area. So yes, that is all of that. Oh, my camera's all not where it's supposed to be. We will return to the red side for a little bit here. Can't have YouTube just thinking I'm constantly doing the exact same thing. Fucking assholes. Oh, I did say we check out the Discord. You guys didn't see it earlier. But here's more typhus stuff from Neo. I know we looked at that on stream. We also looked at this, but he posted close-ups. Oh, I didn't even notice there was a little nurgling right here. And then we have Painted Deathwing soldering stuff onto his mini. And then the one from the past, works in progress stuff. I did figure out I do actually have a green that I'm going to use for that salamander mini. So we're going to redo the colors on that because the green that is now on there is way too light. And when I say way too light, I mean it's it's not dark enough. It needs to be darker. It needs to be darker, damn it. So we'll definitely have to touch that up. But I wanted to do these Lich Guard, and I still want to keep the shields for them, but I want them to have the big spear. So why not have the best of both worlds, shave off the extra hand and make them all have spears? I mean, not only that, but if you did not know this, you can use these hands, specifically these hands, Necron hands, and just paint it silver and say he's got a bionic hand. So you can actually just straight up just literally put this on a Space Marine and just say he's got a bionic hand. So I did kind of realize that, because if you get to the fingers look really robo-y. So those don't look like gloves like a Space Marine has, where he actually just, well, you can't really see it that well on that hand, but you can on this one. Oh, I guess there's not a crazy huge amount of difference, but you could literally just be like, ah, yeah, those are his fingers. He's just got a robo hand. So we'll quickly put this together. There's no way in hell I'm gonna fuck this up. I say as I immediately, you know what? The instructions are right here. There's no reason for me to fuck anything up. Okay, the heads are supposed to be tucked. Oh, okay. That is correct. I just thought it looked weird. I need my glue. Well, we'll really only probably end up doing the one for right now. I just want to try. And this is the easiest one to do it with. So, and then we'll paint. Like I said, might play some Hell Divers with you guys. And then see where we get to from there. This is supposed to be like the leader. There's that. Okay, this is the right arm. Which will hold the shield. Yep. I need to trim stuff down on these. Oh, damn it. Got battle damage. Oh my god, those things are... Okay. Pro tip. These are the right ones. Pro tip. When you're cutting these out, cut like back here, because you will gouge the shit out of your stuff. We're building Lich Guard. Well, we're kit bashing a Lich Guard. We're not doing a proper one. So, no, it's not Death Watch yet. I'm saving other parts of it to be Death Watchified. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. After I clip this out. Because that one's very damaged, and I'm not going to give the Sergeant the really fucked up one. Okay, so now you can actually, like, go along here. Because I just did this. That is not what you need to do. See? That's way better. It doesn't look like crap. That's such a terrible mold setup. There's that one. This one. And that one. Yeah, see, that's way cleaner. These are Lich Guard, by the way. So you originally have two designs here. You have this version. Well, you have a sword and shield kind of version. And then you have a spear version. I am going to try to make the spear ones, but I want to just have like one hand on the spear, one hand on the shield, because I like the I really like the sword and shield aesthetic of a lot of the minis, so I just want to try to do both of them. Do those two. Hold on. It'll chat. Oh, a rhino conversion? That seems like that'd be kind of a bitch to do. It's a rhino hold on. No. Okay. I saw it. I saw it. A rhino plague crawler. It's something, alright. That seems like that'd be kind of a giant pain. Alright, so yeah, see, that turned out way cleaner and doesn't look like absolute crap. There's no built-in battle damage. And as always, these, just like the Blade Guard Veteran shields, are only meant for one side. So let's get this lined up. It's Plagueburst Crawlers, but with a Chimera's transport cabin instead of the mortar. Oh, I thought it was a rhino. Like, it was built in with the rhino. That is the correct arm, right? Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I saw the tracks and saw it. I thought it was both immediately. Okay, so that's the arm done. And this one's very easy to do because I don't have to shave off an extra hand. Why did my phone just go off? Okay, we're fine. I don't have to shave off an extra hand. Which is, I'm going to have to do that on every other one. But this is just to see how it looks. But fitting how Death Guard. Aesthetic. Now. Yeah. What are we about? It's the 22nd, so... Oh god, this is the last week in February. Good. Good. Let's see. We are roughly 2 weeks away from knowing what the 11th edition box is. They are. That's why my Death Watch is actual Death Watch and not just Space Marines with a pauldron. That's different. Like, they use different weapons and stuff. Yeah, see, this is gonna look dope. This is gonna look so good. Then it'll be like a spear on the ground. I guess it won't be on the ground. It'll be kind of raised up and out. Yeah, it'll be perfect. This was such a good idea. And I'm so glad I didn't build these guys yet. Because I was just gonna do the spears and save the shields and the weapon, but then I decided I kind of like the shields on them. I want to get the chain glaives for I almost said Necrons. That's not what they are. Night Lords. I want to get the chain glaive upgrade sprue for Night Lords. Those look dope. I say as I have a upgrade sprue for a Dreadnought that I haven't even used yet. It's a World Eater Dreadnought for I forget the name. Oh my god. I can't think of the name of the Dreadnought design. Light drones? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you know what's funny? Death Guard is like supposed to be the slow-moving faction. They've got all of the vehicles. They quite literally have more vehicles than any other faction or chaos, which seems wild. Actually, you know what? We're gonna keep his arms off because that is a lot of stuff I'm not able to get to with a paintbrush. We could leave it like this. We could do this instead. Wait a second. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, I see how I can do this. See, so I'm hoping that what the Iron Warriors box will be the Defiler, the new, it'll be all the new minis, and so actually, my thoughts on, I'll just tell you what I think it's going to be entirely. It's going to be regular Chaos Marines. So, not chosen. What are the regular guys? The Legionaries. It's going to be Legionaries, and it's going to be the new Defiler, the new Melee boys, and then, maybe Terminators. But if I'm going to have Terminators for Chaos, for Iron Warriors, I'm turning Cataphractii Terminators into them. I'm going to kit bash Cataphractii Terminators. I saw Dark Admech Mortarion conversion. I saw an Orc Angron conversion, and I was pissed. It did not look good. I was just like, who did this to my boy? It's like The Godfather, or was it The Godfather? Where it just goes, my boy. That's what I was like. I was so mad. I'm just like, no. It looked all right. I'm not gonna say it looked good. It looked all right. It was okay at best. And I ain't trying to just be a dick. Yeah, see, this gets a little weird and wonky. Okay, you know what? How about we just fucking glue his arm on first? Pete the Wargamer. I don't know if he was the one that did it or if he did it for he did the Mortarion mini that you're talking about. I still say I want to do the fuzzy wings for Mortarion. Make him truly have them Mothman wings. What does that look like? That'll work. That'll work. Oh, you guys are at a slight angle. Actually, you know what? The slight angle works as well. Okay, let this dry. The head's not dry. Well, now I know the head's not dry because it just did that. Now, for people who have also been in the hobby, Does the glue, does panel line, does, holy shit, I can't think. I gotta get this man's head up. Here we go. Nope. Why are Necrons so fucking difficult? Please, for the love of God, stay right there. I will set you down. Thank you. Does this ever go bad? Like if it sits forever? Vapor harmful. Well, it's too late for that now. God. Nah, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Not my type of music. I can't believe how soft these edges were to just rip right. I mean, it ripped both corners out on this. And it ripped these out. Damn. I can't fucking believe that. I'm kind of mad more than anything. I've been cheated. I've been lied to. Okay, so here are the other ones. The other, like, hands. So I'm gonna have to, like, cut an arm off for one of these. And this is what I want to keep for potential use for Deathwatch. So this would be, like, another version of the Xenos blade. I think it looks good. Instead of it's on its own little deal. If anything, you could just cut the, cut right here above the hand. Oh, but it's got Necron shit all over it. Shave the iconography off. That's not that much to do. The company producing it closed up. Oh. Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard because it's just this little piece right here. And then this little piece on this side, and you can just shave that off with a knife. Easy. Easy. I'm also just buying time so that it can dry. But we're only going to do one of these for right now. What is the other thing? Oh, it's... Oh, it's another version of the spear. No. It is for a half-shielded and, like, ranged version. That's fucking wild. Because these are Necron Triarch Praetorians. That is so wild. But yeah, the short, oh my god. Am I fucking having a stroke? The spear and shield look to this, I think, will look really good. It's going to be worth it in the end. I promise it's going to be good. I'm actually kind of surprised no one's done this before. Like, why would you not do... Okay, that's a little bit too far down. Before it dries. I hate Necrons so much. I hate fucking Necrons so much. It's... You either get minis like this, where stuff never wants to dry, and it wants to take 3 hours, or you've got push fit minis, which is 90% of them, and it's even more infuriating, because shit breaks off all the time, because they're so tiny and spindly. So bad. So it's so fucking frustrating. I have no idea how I'm gonna paint these guys yet. These guys are gonna have gold for sure. It's gonna be a lot of gold. They're supposed to be the main bodyguards, aren't they? Or overlords and such. I almost said warlords. I don't know why the fuck I'm putting glue on there yet. That needs to sit and dry. So while that sits and dries, oh, I thought I spilled my, ever tried glue metal tin? Oh no, brother, that's what they make super glue for. And you gotta probably rough it up. I ain't about to do that shit. Okay, you gotta say what chapter you're talking about, because I do not remember the numbers. Ooh, that is a very light green. That chat is covering up. That is too light. Let's hopefully darken it up some. Let's put some black paint there. Grab a little bit of that. That's the color I wanted. That's Dark Angel's dark green. Okay, let me add a little bit more color to that. We can... I guess a lot of people will be figuring out that pain, especially if they ordered them. You used to have to pin them? Jesus Christ. Okay, this isn't getting any lighter. This is too dark for the salamander color that I want. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Let's add some more green. Let's see what this looks like. Ouch. We'll add a touch more green. I don't remember the numbers. The only one I remember is the World Eaters number, and that's because they're oh fuck. Are they the 12th? The World Eaters are the 12th because Ultramarines are the 13th. Hand drills and paper clips to keep them together. Oh, brother. That does not sound like a great time. It's already hard enough to build some minis, but doing it like that? That must have fucking sucked. Could you imagine building with the Catan instructions, which is legendarily known for not having great ones? So, like, if you don't know it, the Catan Void of the dragon one, I don't remember. Is it the Void of the Dragon? Anyways, the dragon one. It has, so for all the little electricity bits underneath it, it literally has a instruction where it's just all like, here you go. It's the, it's all the electrical bits, just put them together. It's so bad for instructions. It is so bad for instructions. It was quite literally just, there you go, you've assembled it. I kind of want to get it, but then again, I don't want to fucking build it. You know, I saw this the other day on Facebook. I saw somebody wanting someone to build their minis for them. And they could just paint it because they said they didn't have enough time to build their minis, so they want to pay someone to build their minis. I'm all like, bro, that's 50% of the work. And are you just gonna be like, build them like this, just build them like the instructions, or are you gonna have them do kit bash work? Oh, you mean like what was the Abaddon? Is it the Abaddon mini where the arms used to just fall off? The old metallic one? Well, if you don't kit bash, or if you don't build, you won't know what you're gonna want to kit bash. Okay, this should be dry enough to glue this arm on. They all used to fall. Well, Abaddon was known for it. Like, you couldn't make it through a whole game without his arms falling off. Yeah. Just imagine you're playing a game of Warhammer, all of a sudden something falls off your mini and you're just like, no! Please. Please. It's his hand shifted. God damn it. Don't make me bust out the super glue, you son of a bitch. Where's she think? Ask his tiny waist holding onto a giant flag. Oh, brother. Where the fuck is the super glue? We're just gonna super glue this bitch in there. We're gonna make this permanent. Maybe. I think some super glue got put in there. Was it Abaddon called Failbadon for also the longest time? It moved again. Okay, we're gonna... Waaaaagh? Man, I get all the old Warhammer players in chat. Amphibian lizards? Oh my god. Britannia. Oh my... You guys are old Hammer fans. Okay, this is kind of what I'm going for, but I want that to be more like that. Not quite the look I'm going for. All right, let's see. Also doesn't look good. Why the fuck does this look like trash? I can't find good posing for this. And he's meant to only have it in one arm. The only thing I know about Old Hammer is from Total War. Oh, actually, that might be the pose. Oh, his arm looks all fucking wonky, kind of. Nope, that's not gonna work because his wrist is all jank. Ugh. I can't believe this. This is supposed to be like this. So front heavy too. There we go. Good enough. It's gonna start making me mad. Something needs to keep him standing upright. He can lean against the green bottle of paint. I know this one is probably going to be one of the worst ones to play with. That and these, because these motherfuckers are so goddamn top heavy. I put nickels on the bottom sides of them. This one's just off center. Okay, back to painting the Sternguard vet. So I gotta do a bunch of little metallic dots. I'm not a huge fan of that. Space Marines are Jukari. Yeah, Dark Eldar. Oh, am I out of water? Let me go grab some more water. We'll hit the BRB screen for a second. I need more water in my paint cup. Where's the BRB screen? There it is. I do not use super glue often. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Usually I use... Let me make sure the lid's on it, because if I just spilled it all over a almost painted mini, I'd lose my fucking mind. I use this, the extra thin cement paste. Bonding plastic to plastic works better than super glue. The only thing I use super glue for is 3D printed stuff. Okay. Already did that. Good. So that means all I gotta do is that piece. I'll point with this. I have to do a little piece in here. Oh, hold on. My camera's gonna reset. Yep, there we go. So I have to... Get out of here, ladybug. I have to do a piece right here. And then obviously the parchment paper. This little deal right here in the parchment paper. One of these hoses will probably just be like a bright red going into here. I'll probably hit this with black paint. Obviously all the leather work for the pouches, the silver for this, and the oops. Where's my other Blade Guard Vetch? Oh, here they are. And then the helmet design for my Blade Guard Vetch. The gold and silver. And then this one will be finished. Oh, and I've got to do all these little studs. I'm going to start on the studs now, because I have a feeling they're going to be a pain. The little bonding studs. I don't know if I cleaned that brush. I'm going to re-clean that brush. Because... that's just green paint on green paint. Who would notice? Yes. Actually, right here. That stuff right there is Yoo-hoo. That's what I used for this. Yep. Yoo-hoo glue does do very good for that. I have yet to try it with drool or snot, but it's extremely good for that. The like separation of blood. Fire ass idea. Somebody recommended it to me. Either that or else I just Googled it. I probably Googled that one. The only thing I figured out was if, please, for the love of God, put paint on the mini. That you can break what it's in. So let me... Let me paint those real quick. So you can absolutely break this like little packaging because it's not very thick, and if you sit there and bend it like I do, it'll eventually just break. Because actually, it's almost like a soft aluminum. But yes, using this stuff is the best way to do blood effects that I've used so far. I've been recommended other ways to do it, but the stringiness of that is almost superior to everything else that, well, it's superior to anything else that I know of. Nope, I haven't. I've mostly just been doing like the main Primarch books and listening to Betrayer for like the 5th time. I'm halfway through it all again. I'm halfway through it already again. Such a good book. On mutilators, any other bearskin parts? What do you mean? You used UHU for that as well? Oh, I'm gonna touch this up. I hate doing these Horus Heresy fucking studs. It's such a pain in the ass. Oh, Bloody Blair Flesh. So I did something a little bit different. So we have here one of the jackals that I did. And what I did was I grabbed the blood effect and I grabbed a dry brush and I stippled the mini with the blood effects. Now it's a little shiny. Good thing my headset's about to die. It's a little shiny. That's due to something else, but it really, like, this is stippled on, so when the light hits it, you can only see brass any second now, or bronze. I'm sorry, I keep calling it brass. It's always bronze. If I say brass, I'm wrong. Then once you catch it out of the light, it's covered in blood. And I did this to all my jackals. I didn't do much to the backside, and I missed some spots, but that was also like, oh god, how long ago did I paint those jackals? 9 months ago, I would have said. I did it, and I didn't look it up. I just was like, let's try this, and stippled it on. It worked very well. All my jackals look good. It's just the only one that I have here right now. I don't even know why he's on my desk. That's how it often is. Okay, so touching up. I guess the only thing that maybe doing it another way works better is if it gets an evener coat. Because I was really kind of just winging it when I was stippling it. I was just taking quite literally stabs at it. Then we'll touch up this because I painted this by accident. Okay. I know I gotta touch up a couple spots on this as well. It's a colossal titan. Oh, let's see. Those two aren't painted, and that one's not painted. I need to probably get some fresh paints in this palette. Please, for the love of God, put paint on the mini. There we go. This is supposed to be my salamander because I kind of forgot to. When I was building it, I'm all like, oh, I'll throw studded stuff. I'll throw the studded armor on. And then I didn't think, oh, well, he can't have a salamander logo if he has the studded armor. And he has a pyro cannon, so he has to be the salamander. Okay, there's that. Red. Gold pyrite red. Right here. Please, there we go. Very milky, very watery paint. I love it so much. Black Templars. Oh yeah, but I was gonna leave one as a black shield. That way he's a little mysterious. This is the only thing that happens to a good Black Templar. Why is my tracking being a bitch? This is the only good thing to happen to a Black Templar. This is part of Warhammer. This was a kit bash that I'm working on. Oh, I also used that UHU glue for this. Why do I not glue them to bases for painting? Because I want to paint around their feet and stuff. Also, if I leave rub down marks, well, I'll show you on minis where the rub down marks actually look good. When, especially for Krieg, so their stuff's gonna have wear and tear. So there's gonna be little white marks where the fabric's starting to get thin, or on the leather where it's been just worked a bunch. So like in this corner right here, you can kind of see it's lighter. It makes a more natural, worn down look. I first discovered it. Oh, did I put it back? Oh, I put it back. I'll go grab it. I first discovered it building an artillery piece and painting this artillery piece. So when I did the backpacks on these guys and the boots, I was noticing my hand was rubbing stuff off. There you go. You can really see it on the top of this dude's backpack where it folds. It looks like natural wear and tear on the minis. Or not on the minis, but on the clothing. So that is the reason why I do that. And then I just painted this thing up. Oh, when did we paint this? It wasn't a year ago. I need to start putting dates on the bottoms of these, but yeah, no, this was where I figured out the wear and tear. To make it look more natural, you can absolutely just handle your mini. And not only that, if you're super lazy, you can make them you can make it the lining work too. Because a lot of the spots where it'll rub off will be almost line work. So you could just leave it the way it is. But no, that is just something I do. And then this was what we painted up earlier. I do have something to go on the banner. Well, I don't yet, but I will soon. So something will go on that white banner. And he is a Raven Guard. So I just don't base him. I know there was a handful of minis that I painted fully based, and it was kind of a pain to get to certain things. So I was just like, I'm not doing that anymore. And then this is the other Warhammer bit that I did. And his arm is actually barely being held on to by a piece of paper clip. And then I did the gore with it. This was just a regular, I want to say it was, this actually, okay, I'll break this down real quick. This right here, this arm is from a push fit mini of like the pyroblasters where he's going to pull his sword, his knife out. I kit bashed this instead to be a sword. I don't know why that is bent. It's like a Count Dooku. It's like Count Dooku. His sword's bent just a little bit. The hilt is. And then I sawed his arm off and did it like that. I'm pretty sure this was an Assault Marines chainsword, and this is an Assault Marines arm and bolter. But no, I just figured this is one of those one-off minis. Fuck painting Nova Marines. I'm never doing it again. I had to do quarters on his belt buckle, and that was a bitch. Never again. Never again will I do that, because it was a giant pain. So yeah, if I if I have to go back and paint something, I'm totally fine with that. If I gotta go touch something up I rubbed off, it's fine. But if I like the look of it, then it'll stay the way it is. I mean, you're talking to the guy who wants to shave a beret, like a military-style beret for the U.S. Army. I know not everyone's an American. And shave it down to get all the little fuzzies off and glue them to Mortarian's wings, and then paint the wings with the fuzzies on it to make it look like moth hair. So he actually has like the moth style wings. But I have no idea how I'm going to glue it on. I have no idea how I'm going to glue those on properly without getting rid of too much detail in the wing designs. Also, that's an expensive mini to just like try some random bullshit on. Getting a hold of a beret isn't that... Although I could get a hold of a tan beret, and if I'm going to do tannish wings, then I wouldn't have to really do that, because I wouldn't have to paint anything, because the fuzzy would already be there. Like the fuzziness and the color and stuff would already be there. Okay. Do a little bit more, because red is a giant pain to do on black. That's going to need multiple layers. If it spills over, that's fine. We can touch that up afterwards. It's going to be a touch darker if I don't do 2 layers. Okay. Do the metal bits. And hit the back sides of this as well. Fuck. There we go. Easy. And then I gotta do the metal bit attaching to the gun. I have not gotten an update on any of the old Warhammer stuff that I might be getting a hold of. I still say might because there's no guarantee. They've got to see if they can find it first. So, and I'm talking 6th edition, so it's not even that old. That was only a decade ago. Okay, that's that. So sometimes I would do these hoses as metallic-y, but it's not going to. It'll be too much metallic. It'll be too much silver at this point, so we'll just keep it black. It also kind of doesn't make sense on why it is hooked up to his power pack. Meltas, I understand why they're hooked up to power packs. The power pack could fuel the Melta. A plasma, same thing. It can fuel a plasma. This, I don't quite understand. Same thing. It's actually the same thing with the heavy bolter. Unless it's feeding just information, which is the heavy bolters on the. We're not actually going BRB. Yeah, because it all feeds back. So unless it's just feeding information. I really don't know what it's actually there for. We did do that handle silver on the other side, didn't we? I actually kind of like that look better. So I'll just get some fresh lead belcher paint and hit that, because that looks, I think that looks better. Too much red, just too much red. How the fuck did I determine where's the starting point and where's the stopping point on that? Oh, there's a clear stopping point. That doesn't have it on here, so we'll do the buttons and stuff different colors, and we'll do this as metallic. The actual proper handguard. And the inside of it. Let's see, what else? That can be different colors. I'm gonna try. And I succeeded. Good. I didn't get that much paint on that. Awesome. I'll keep the fresh stuff for that here in a minute. That doesn't need to be hit. That doesn't need to be hit. Let's add bright red on one of these. We'll do a dark, bright green as well on one of those. Just random buttons, honestly, is what I'm doing. And then another little bit of silver. It's not silver, but hit this with black. I'm sorry, with red, because that would have fucked it all up. Gold for this little piece over here. Oh, it's a little Inquisition thing. I didn't even notice that. And I need fresh Wraithbone, which did not get put back in the color palette. Which means it's on my desk somewhere. There it is. Hiding behind all the other paint. Oh, I need to get more of this, don't I? The buckle holding it needs to be painted. If I'm gonna paint that, I'm gonna do it now. So that can sit for a minute. Let that dry. The top sides of these with copper. Already did it there. Alright, that's easy. I see a spot that I missed for this. Arm. And the back side of this didn't get hit at all. Okay, rest of that's fine. Hit this now. Oh, I still gotta do leather, that's right. All leather, isn't it? Yes. Still got leather from the other day. I do not have leather from the other day. It is dried up. Gene Stealer, Colts, or Orcs. I'm pretty sure Orcs are probably going to take it in the end. Alright, so... sure you plenty on it. All that extra liquid's gonna dry up. Okay. There's that. That's not dry. I can paint that though. Paint that little whatever the hell this is. I don't know what this is necessarily, but I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it now. That way it's done and taken care of. Little box. Need a small about a lead belcher. Trying to paint these chains. Just hit this. That's fine. Touch it up here in a minute. Let that dry so we can hit it again with the rest of the color effect. There we go. I didn't just dip that in water, did I? No, I did not. There we go. Touch that up right now. Get it taken care of. Son of a bitch. Touch this back up. And then I have to hit the sides of that with metallic. I know it's an Inquisition Eye, and it should technically be silver, but gold works too. Okay. That's been painted. I need to touch it up. And that's been painted. I need red. Burnt red. That's the color I need. Let's back up on the color rank. That's transparent red. Gets me every time. More bold pyrite red. What the f... That's flesh tone. I'm not out of this color. There's no way I am. I had 2 bottles of this. That's magenta. Again, that's transparent red. It got me twice now. Fuck. Oh, it's right here. Burnt red. I might have to get a hold of some more of this, because I don't see my other thing of it. And I know I had 2 of these. I very easily could have gone through one. My World Eaters use this color. My Tau use this color. Any second now. Nah, that's enough. I don't need a crazy huge amount. I have no idea how I'm gonna paint Admech quite yet. I want to do the red color, but I don't know what color would be best for that. And I imagine there's some how to paint Admech out there, but you know me. I don't like to just Google it and follow their instructions. I like to wing it. So I end up with creative ideas like the Judiciar, the Black Dragon Blade Guard Vet. Who doesn't have a fucking sword? And stuff like that. Okay. Alright, so we still have to paint his helmet. Top half silver, bottom half gold. Let's go ahead and do the eyes right now, because those are definitely gonna take a hot minute to dry. Let me get this painted white. Let me get that painted. Alright, if I make a mess, we're gonna cover this up here in a minute anyways. So paint those, let those sit for a minute. And let me clean that brush again. Then we'll add a blue dot on this arm and a red dot. I don't remember to do this every time, so some of my other minis don't have this done to them, but every now and then I like to do it. Oops. Okay, so just a tiny little blue dot. I guess I can hit. Oh, not everyone has it. You know what? We're here. Let's hit any that I might have missed. Just to add a touch more color to some of these minis, because they definitely need it. There's that one. That way we're letting that white paint dry as well. I was talking to my mechanic while I was getting an oil change, and he said, well, your truck did better than your uncle's. And I said, why do you say that? He goes, because when we took the oil plug out, nothing came out. I'm all like, oh shit, my truck did do better than my uncle's. He was either out of, he was burning oil or something. which doesn't surprise me with the truck that he has. And I gotta rob these guys. I'm pretty sure I've gotta rob from the turntable. That's alright. The last mini camera isn't up right now, so I know for sure I gotta rob this guy. Oh, god damn it. That one will be red. And that one's fine because it's a Blade Guard veteran arm. Alright. Any others? Oh, this headset's about to die. Good thing I keep a backup. Let me connect this real quick. There it is. Oops. Okay, turn those off. Yep, I hear everything. Wanted to make sure that audio was good. Okay, so this guy gets a red dot. Need a little bit more paint on there. There we go. He can go back to the turntable. A bunch of the others are just also going to get red dots. Except for him, he's getting a red line. And a green dot. He's also getting a green dot. Green line. And we'll do a red dot. At least the face looks good on this. His right eye looks a little fucked up, but and that's all right. It'll be fine. That one's hit. That one's hit. Last but not least, the Imperial Fist is hit. The least loved chapter by GW. And if you do not believe me on that, their successor chapter is more popular than they are. It's funny. And they also have more minis. As I'd say, I believe all that the Imperial Fist have for minis is like two Imperial Fist specific minis. And then Black Templars have how many? I mean, they're a whole range themselves. Okay, I need to double hit this with leather. Just to add a little bit of a brighter color to it. And then we'll hit the latches after this all dries. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, eye color. I need some fresh blood for the Blood God. That is somewhere on my... There it is. And I need a good tipped brush. So I'll set that aside. Grab this brush. And hit both of these eyes. I need a touch more on that one. We actually probably can go ahead and base these two real quick. What do they need for base sizes? I'm pretty sure it's 32. It's 32. Thank God there is that little fucking diameter thing on this. Please don't spill the box of bases. That other box of bases. Actually, pretty sure this has all of the 32mm bases. Does the I'm pretty sure it's all of Sterngard vets get 32. The heavy, not the heavy, but the heavy weapons. Yeah, that's a 32. Double check this. It's one. There's the other. Those can go there. We can go ahead and we'll base him after we put the material on him, because the material's still gotta dry. So where is that little container? This is the one we want. I need this little clay tool. And we'll get the glue set up. There we go. So, does not take a crazy amount. Do this much. Otherwise you end up with a whatever you've painted on disc. You think that's a joke? I had a dreadnought on disc once. And we just use this little tool to spread it out. Been a while to come from Amazon. Are you making light up eyes? I mean, there's got to be 100 tutorials on how to do it. But that's dope, man. That's cool as shit. I'll get this all set up. One base done. I've seen a lot of people do that, especially with Warhound Titans, which is I'm kind of half tempted to print one. I've got to print two of them anyways. No, you're making the cockpit have a oh, good luck on that. The only thing I would say is what would you do for, like, are you having the whole cockpit glow the color, or are you trying to have the computer screen be the color? Because the only thing I can think of is if you that would be too bright. If you did like a light directly behind some thin plastic, that'd be way too bright, and it would drown out any other cockpit lights. Oh, both? Are you just gonna have everything be the same color? That would actually make the most sense, honestly. Oh, you know what? How many more of these bases do I gotta do? 3. I'm just gonna do them now. So it shouldn't be too bright. Yeah, but you're gonna use an LED light though, aren't you? I mean, they're gonna be twice as bright as you think they are, at least. Unless they make like a light kit for it specifically. Or you're gonna darken it a lot on the interior. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. I imagine it's gonna be good. Clumps through the plastic of the screens. Oh, that is good. So are you still gonna do like a thin, like almost tape for it, like a clear tape or something? I would not use tape, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say, bro. You shared a pic on Discord. Okay, we're gonna go to the Discord real quick. Because I understand what you're talking. Don't switch devices, please. Ah. Okay, so it's meant to shine the character. Alright. Bro, you've gotten that far already? I thought you were talking about hooking in a wire and stuff. Or is that just an example piece? You'll play with it? If you're doing that much work, you better play Knights or something. You're doing like a crazy amount of work, brother. As someone who's basically kit bashed almost everything in a Death Watch army, and I say almost because some of these are just shoulder swaps. That's a lot of work. Blow through the plastic makes a light, but it makes it look ambient from the monitors. I see what you mean. It looks really cool. A little ambitious for me, though. I don't think I could. Oh, there's a little bit of water on that. Tell you what, we'll do a painting. This will be our painting stream for the day, and then this afternoon, when most of you Brits are asleep, we're gonna just do some gaming. Because we've been painting for... Oh, I can't see. There's no way we've been painting for 2 hours. An hour and a half. Longer than I thought. Keep doing bits to this, it'll stop you from buying other minis. What are you talking about, brother? You need things for the base. You need dead bodies for the base. You need to go buy you need to go buy a thing of Cadians to throw on the base. Not Cadians, but Trader Guard. You need some Trader Guard right now. We're gonna visit the Warhammer website while we let this stuff dry off. No 24 hours, brother. Fuck no. YouTube doesn't pay me, one, so I actually have to work a real job like everyone else, and I can't be doing that. I got hours I gotta make so I can pay bills. If YouTube ever paid me enough, I would do it, but I mean, you guys have seen me paint for 6 hours before. We painted Angron in one day. Well, technically we did it in 2 because we had to do something, but yeah, no, we did. We did my Angry Boy in one day. And that's a lot. That's a lot to paint in one day. But yeah, no, we did him in one day. Technically, because I did all the painting and then I had to do a matte finish. But yeah, no. And there was some spots I missed. But this was also Fuck, when did we paint Angron? I don't even know. I accidentally did this. I don't know how I did this, where like his wings get darker and then like it almost blends. I don't know how the fuck I did that. That was entirely accidental, and it's exactly like the Warhammer website. Almost. It's not exactly, but that's odd. I didn't know I did that. This side you can see the color a lot more, and the leatheriness of his wings stick out. Ouch. But yeah, no, I've got like a real person job, so I can't, sadly. Just like all of you people, I got a normal job, except for Pain at Deathwing. He works for an insurance company. He might be able to work from home. I don't know if he can or can't, but... And if you want to be technical, I also work from home. I just live at the farm. And that's what it is. So, there was one thing I wanted to look up, and it is Horus Heresy stuff. It really doesn't matter. Here. You have to go, oh, brother, must be nice. I want to do intense shading on his brass armor, just curious. I probably won't touch Angron anymore. I'll get another Angron model at some point, and I'll do him a little bit different, try something new. But that many will stay the way he is, specifically. The only thing I didn't have that I probably would have used on his armor was Null Oil. I did not have any Null Oil at the time, and I kind of wish that I would have used it. Yeah, painted Deathwing. That must be nice. Gotta go to office twice a month. Alright, hey guys, I'm here. I'm alive still. Bye. Okay. So actually, there's two things that I need to get. So has anyone actually built these Cataphractii Terminators? That is a serious question, and I do kind of need a serious answer. And I need to, oops, I didn't mean to open that. I need to look at Chaos Terminators from 40k. Red Corsairs have their own box. That's new today. That was not there earlier. Huh. Okay. Terminators. Don't tell me their Terminators are sold out. Okay, that's all fine. My phone's not charging. Thank you for actually fucking starting to charge. Chaos Terminators. I've scrolled past them, or they're not considered red. Oh, they're right there. Please tell me they're sprues. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Okay, so my kind of idea with this is getting Cataphractii Terminators for my Chaos Terminators. Now, what my plan will probably be if they get a chain axe for Chaos Terminators. Okay, that's something I didn't realize. So my plan would be use the arms from the Chaos Terminators to build the Cataphractii. Oh, but that's... Well, I don't have any actual red Corsairs on the way yet. Oh, my tracking's not working. I don't have any red Corsairs yet. I am more planning for Iron Warriors. And Cataphractii Terminators are my personal favorite, so if I'm going to do Iron Warrior Terminators, that's for something else later. Then I'm trying to figure out if I do Chaos Terminators, if I could steal arms from Chaos Terminators and throw them into the Cataphractii Terminators, and have proper cataphracty chaos terminators. Now, I also can 3D print some bits, so instead of him having, well, instead of him having an autocannon, or does he get an assault cannon? Ooh, do they not get an assault cannon? Is it just that and a flamer? Or no flamer? Okay, they do not get an assault cannon. Or autocannon. They just get an assault cannon. There's the flamer. Okay, that's alright. So that would work. And then the backside of the cataphracty terminators are different power packs and such. So it would literally just be a shoulder. It would just be arm swaps. That's if they're the correct size. That's gonna be the biggest problem if they're the correct size. And I don't necessarily have to do arm swaps either, because these are, I mean, these are the exact same. It's the exact same build basically for Chaos Terminators. Kit bash? It probably would be. And then these are for primarisifying Deathwatch veterans. Since I run primarily Deathwatch, I could absolutely snag these shields to run bolter and shields for Deathwatch. I think the new cataphracties are a bit taller than Chaos 40 Terminators. Fuck yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Actually, damn it, it doesn't show it anymore. It actually shows how tall it is. So it's 43 millimeters. Chaos Terminators should be on a 40 millimeter base. Man, why don't they give us this? I need this right here. This is the thing I need to see how tall they are. They can't be bigger than regular Terminators, can they? Hold on. Let me go grab a Terminator. So if they're not bigger than a regular Terminator, and they're going to be on the exact same base size of 40, yep. I need to see if I still have that tool to measure stuff. I do. I just don't. I just don't know where the fuck it's at. Let me put a lid on this real quick so none of my paints dry out. I guess I could just do quick transfer. So how tall is this guy? 2 inches. 2 inches in millimeters. They're a little smaller than current Primaris terms. I mean, here's the thing though. You can't really tell that much of a difference with arms. I don't think you can. So... Oh, I don't plan on using Chaos Terminator's heads. I don't plan on using these fucking heads. Honestly, and this is probably going to be a hot take, I'm not a huge fan of their heads. I plan on using the Cataphracti armor design heads because not only that, it fits Iron Warriors a lot better than this bullshit. This, like, hippo-faced mask. I think it's hippo-ish. And then the tusks coming out, the mammoth face. Now, as they look skinny in your opinion? Well, yeah, they're not big chunkers. They have Diva waist. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, no, this upgrade set is quite literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra shields and arms, and extra Iron Warriors heads that I can use for anything else. It's technically not Iron Warriors, but still. The old ones had bigger waists. No, they didn't. Ow, my foot. I'll bet you they didn't. One of the original Red Hands I immediately drop him. Yeah, see. Oh, you can't see shit. See? They have the same kind of designed waist. Yeah. So they scaled them up. So this is... Let me try to square them up. That's roughly the size difference. And this is the old Terminators. The old Cataphracti. Almost with the exact same posing, too. And I mean, their waist has always been slimmer. But if you look at this one, his waist compared to everything else is also slim. This is a push fit mini, by the way. So I think if they upped them to be almost roughly around the same head height, I think it's perfect. Actually, what I might have done with this, and this was probably to make it a touch taller, because if you take a look at this model, you can see a lot of his like little things on his belly, those little hoses. If you look at the current Cataphracti Terminator armors, you cannot see that nearly as much. So I want to say that I might have put something underneath the underneath this piece. I might have glued something so it sticks out a little bit more, so he's just a touch taller. So this is still going to be shorter than, hopefully it's going to be shorter. What does he actually measure to? He's under 2 inches tall. I'd give him 2.5. I'm 11 3/4. I'm just 5'11 3/4 when they're not when people aren't 6 feet tall. I have a buddy who says, I'm 5'10, it's basically 6 foot. And I'm like, no, it's not. I give him shit all the time about it. I don't actually like get super mean to him about it. I just give him a hard time a little bit. Okay, back to finishing this up. I need fresh black paint. Oh fuck, I forgot. I haven't even been looking. I'm gonna be honest. This morning I've been trying to figure out the hole in my exhaust on my truck, which is behind the Cadillac converter. So technically it doesn't have to be fixed, but I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to fix it. What's the best way to do it? If I need to order stuff online, all that great stuff. Because whenever I seem to get money, shit fucking goes wrong. Like almost clockwork. The Emperor's Children don't get the Defiler? That is very wild. Yes, I darkened a different color of green. Also, if you were not here for the kit bash earlier, we kit bashed one of these boys. Now, if you're going to say, well, what's the kit bash here? It's the spear arm. The spear's not originally supposed to be spear and sword. Shield and sword. They do? Oh, good. Perfect excuse for nice loud exhaust. Upgrading to annoy neighbors. Brother, my closest neighbor is a 1/4 mile down the road. It bothers me. It bothers me more than anyone. I liked having a quiet truck that I could just drive and it's not loud. And now I don't have that option anymore. It's such a fucking pain in the ass. But yeah, that is, what is that kit bash? They are Necron Triarch Praetorians. So I've got to shave off hands for other staffs, but that was the easiest one to do, so. You really Your neighbors hate you? Brother, I want my truck to go back to being quiet. I heard it break, and it was like instantly. I drove down to the road to feed bulls, and I was instantly like, this isn't gonna last long. This is not staying like this forever. When I bought that truck, it was nice and quiet, and it's fucking gonna return to being nice and quiet driving down the fucking road. What was your question mark about, Sid? The defiler stuff? Dude, if they... You know what kind of pisses me off? You know what kind of pisses me off is when Emperor's Children got added to everything, they took away World Eater's advance and charge move from the Blessings of Corn. And that kind of makes me angry to this day still. Because they're... Oh, your question above. Oh, shit. Oh, I haven't looked at the video yet. I haven't looked at the video yet. If it's in the Discord, I'll check it out. I have to remember to check it out. Let me open up the Discord. I have it open. Let me just actually bring it back up. Oh, there it is. Okay, did you post that earlier too? I don't think so. I don't know. Sometimes the Discord gets away from me and I don't watch it as much. I don't keep a close enough eye on it. Sometimes. Oh, we're painting the helmet. Perfect. We're painting the helmet and you guys are still zoomed out like crazy. You know, I will say my least thing to probably paint are those stupid fucking service studs. I hate painting service studs. It is actually the worst. Official Warhammer YouTube channel, maybe because of Duncan Rose starring in it. Oh. That's not... I've noticed Warhammer is like their actual like stuff. They're very picky about stuff. I mean, if I ran a company, I would be picky about stuff too. Actually, for instance, like if I got a sponsorship, offered sponsorships, I'd be very picky on sponsors. Like, unless that number's very big, then I would never want to do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. I fucking hate seeing those things. They unlisted it though, so they didn't private it. Which is strange. Oh, some of you guys did miss. We did try doing freehand. It did not go well. It did not go well at all. But we did try. And that's the important thing. We gave it a shot. And then we immediately proceeded to paint over it afterwards. That's heavy metal. Oh. Yeah, GW gets very butthurt about stuff. Hence the reason why they sue everyone who sells STL files. Which Warhammer? And then they scream copyright. Well, they've stolen how much shit? The Halo sector. I mean, I don't even know what else is stolen necessarily. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing, too. They are very much just like, only use Citadel color. Never use anyone else's paints. Our paints are best. White Scar. Is it White Scar? That's the white that I have. It might not be White Scar. Is this gold? Okay, good. Please? It's not White Scar that I have. Yeah, it's Corax White. Use Corax White. It's the best white you've ever had. It's also like saying Balthazar, or I'm sorry, this is Retributum armor. This is actually good. This is the good color. That's not necessarily true. The gold that I use is just rich gold from Pro Acrylic. My camera's all fucking wonky. There we go. I used to use Vallejo, and it does show back on like my first mini. And then I started mixing the two, and that's more of this color, is a mixture of the two. And then I just switched to only using the one, because I got sick and tired of trying to remember how much of the mixture was. I was just like, ah, fuck it, just do it solid. Okay, yeah, we're painting the mask. I'm all like, what are we painting? Let's actually get a touch of a smaller brush. Oh, well, tracking might not be a thing for the rest of the day. That's all right. Here's what we're probably going to do. I still have, like, regular job stuff to do here after a bit. Not only that, I am getting hungry again. I didn't have a very big lunch, so I'm going to definitely eat again. We'll get these two minis based up, and we'll probably call it a midday stream for all of you Europeans. I usually stream in the afternoons. I streamed earlier because I don't have much to do this afternoon. Gold using Vallejo colors. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Not only that, but my phone's gonna die and tracking will stop. And let me pull it up here. You guys can't see it. We are at 69 views, which is perfect. I'm still a child. So we will talk to you all later, probably looking 4 o'clock-ish for me. We're going to play some video games more or less this afternoon, not paint nearly as much, just because I want to kick back, play some Helldivers, and probably Space Marine. I haven't played Space Marine for a bit, so we'll definitely play some of that. So let's get us switched over to the end screen. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's not turned on. Here, you can look at one of my best painted fire effects ever. I don't remember who told me how to paint this, but thank you. It might have been Sid. You might have said how to do that fire effect. It still looks fire. Quite literally looks fire. So, wherever you are in the world, have a good day, evening, and or night. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.